The whispering shadows. In the heart of an untamed, dense wilderness lay an old, decrepit house that locals avoided at all costs. Its crumbling facade, shrouded in creeping vines and shadows, emitted an eerie aura that seemed to repel even the bravest of souls. It was known as the Whispering Shadows, a name earned for the unsettling whispers that some claimed to hear when passing by on moonless nights. Legend had it that the house had once been home to a reclusive family, but tragedy had befallen them long ago, leaving behind only a dark, unresolved history. No one dared to venture near it, except for one bold explorer, Amelia, who found herself inexplicably drawn to the secrets hidden within its decaying walls. Armed with nothing but a flickering lantern and a heart full of curiosity, Amelia cautiously stepped through the threshold. Inside, she was greeted by an unsettling silence that seemed to hang in the air like a heavy shroud. The interior was littered with remnants of a forgotten past, broken furniture, faded photographs, and dust-covered trinkets that hinted at lives once lived. As she ventured deeper, the whispers grew louder, weaving through the air like a sinister melody. Each room she entered seemed to tell a tale of despair and longing, as if the very essence of the house itself yearned to share its secrets. Amidst the shadows, she caught glimpses of fleeting apparitions, vague outlines of the family that had once called this place home. Their ethereal forms drifting through the darkness. Despite her growing unease, Amelia pressed on, driven by an insatiable desire to uncover the truth. In the attic, she stumbled upon a hidden room, its door barely noticeable behind a tattered tapestry. Inside, she found an old journal, its pages filled with cryptic entries and ominous drawings that hinted at a dark ritual performed by the former inhabitants, a ritual that had somehow tied their souls to the house itself. As she delved deeper into the journal, Amelia unwittingly triggered an ancient curse that had long lain dormant. The walls began to groan, the shadows coalescing into tangible shapes that slithered towards her with chilling intent. With a surge of terror, Amelia realized her grave mistake. The house had been waiting for someone, anyone, to unearth its tragic history, to free the tormented souls trapped within its confines. In a desperate bid to escape, she fled through the twisting corridors, pursued by the vengeful spirits. The very structure seemed to twist and contort, forming an ever-shifting maze that sought to ensnare her forever. As she burst through the front door, gasping for breath, the whispering shadows seemed to exhale a final, mournful sigh before retreating into stillness, leaving Amelia to flee the cursed abode and the haunting memories that would forever linger in her mind. Amelia stumbled out of the house, her breaths coming in ragged gasps, her heart pounding like a war drum in her chest. She collapsed onto the overgrown grass, her hands shaking as she clutched the old journal to her chest. The night seemed to close in around her, the wilderness eerily silent, as if even nature itself held its breath, awaiting the outcome of her harrowing escape. With trembling fingers, she flipped through the pages of the journal once more, seeking any clue that might help her understand the malevolent forces that had threatened to consume her. The moon emerged from behind a shroud of clouds, casting a pale glow over the whispering shadows. In its silvery light, the pages of the journal revealed an intricate ritual, its details written in a language that felt both ancient and otherworldly. Amelia's mind raced as she pieced together fragments of the family's tragic tale, their misguided attempt to harness the powers of the supernatural, which had ultimately backfired, binding them to the house for eternity. As she read on, she realized that the only way to break the curse and release the tormented spirits was to unravel the intricate web of magic woven through the house's very foundations. With newfound determination, Amelia resolved to confront the lingering darkness head-on. She knew she couldn't do it alone, and so she sought out the help of a local historian, Dr. Benjamin Hayes, who had spent years researching the folklore of the surrounding wilderness. Dr. Hayes listened intently as Amelia recounted her chilling experience and presented the journal as evidence of the house's dark past. Together, they delved deeper into the history of the Whispering Shadows, unearthing forgotten tales of ancient spirits and the powerful rituals used to bind them to the earthly realm. Armed with knowledge and a newfound understanding of the forces at play, Amelia and Dr. Hayes devised a plan to break the curse once and for all, freeing the trapped souls and bringing peace to the restless house. Under the cover of another moonless night, they returned to the Whispering Shadows, armed with talismans and incantations passed down through generations. With steady hands and unwavering resolve, they performed a ritual that unraveled the spectral chains binding the house to the tormented spirits. A brilliant light erupted from within the house, dispelling the shadows and releasing a gust of ethereal wind that seemed to carry the whispered sighs of long-forgotten souls. As the first rays of dawn painted the sky in hues of gold and pink, the whispering shadows stood silent and still, its haunting presence finally lifted. Amelia and Dr. Hayes watched in awe as the house seemed to slowly crumble, its time-worn structure returning to the earth from which it had risen. Amidst the rubble, they discovered a glimmering talisman, a token of gratitude from the liberated spirits, imbued with a faint, otherworldly glow. With the curse broken and the whispering shadows reduced to a memory, Amelia and Dr. Hayes knew that the tale of their harrowing journey would echo through the ages, a testament to the power of courage, knowledge, and the enduring spirit of those who dared to confront the darkness that lurked within the heart of the wilderness. Amelia couldn't shake the memories of the whispering shadows, even as the house disintegrated before her eyes. The glimmering talisman she found felt warm in her palm, pulsating with a residual energy that whispered promises of peace and redemption. As weeks turned into months, the once forsaken land surrounding the now vanished house began to bloom with life. Wild flowers sprouted where the shadows had loomed, and the air seemed to carry a newfound serenity that had long been absent. Locals spoke of a palpable shift in the energy of the wilderness, as if a weight had been lifted, allowing nature to reclaim its rightful place. Amelia and Dr. Hayes, having formed a close bond during their shared ordeal, continued their research into the history of the whispering shadows. Their collaborative efforts culminated in a comprehensive account of the house's dark legacy and the triumphant liberation of its spectral inhabitants. Their published work served as a cautionary tale, warning future generations of the dangers of dabbling in forces beyond their comprehension. The tale of the whispering shadows became a local legend, whispered around campfires and recounted in hushed tones. Some claimed that on particularly still nights, the echoes of the house's final release could still be heard, a distant hum carried on the wind like a gentle lullaby. Amelia and Dr. Hayes, having found solace in their shared victory, continued to explore the mysteries of the natural world. Their bond strengthened by the unbreakable bond forged in the face of the supernatural. They became known as advocates for the preservation of local folklore and the guardians of the land's ancient secrets, ensuring that the mistakes of the past would never be repeated. Years passed, and the memory of the whispering shadows gradually faded into the annals of history. Yet its lessons remained etched in the collective consciousness of those who dared to tread the line between the mundane and the mysterious. The wilderness thrived, now free from the sinister influence of the cursed house. Trees rustled in the gentle breeze, birdsong filled the air, and a sense of harmony settled over the once ominous landscape. The tale of the whispering shadows had reached its conclusion, leaving behind a legacy of courage, resilience, and the enduring power of the human spirit to conquer even the most insidious darkness. Amidst the silent expanse of the wilderness, the creepy house stood as a forgotten relic, its haunted presence shrouded in mystery. Over time, whispers of its dark history spread, captivating the imagination of thrill-seekers and storytellers alike. As the years passed, the house remained a focal point of local folklore, with tales of restless spirits and unexplained phenomena weaving themselves into the fabric of the community's oral tradition. Those brave enough to venture near reported eerie encounters, lending credence to the enduring legend of the wilderness's haunted dwelling. Yet, as the natural world around it evolved, the house seemed to lose its malevolent grip. Vines and foliage gradually reclaimed the structure, softening its harsh edges and blending it harmoniously with the surrounding landscape. The once ominous or dissipated, replaced by a sense of solemn tranquility that befitted the untamed wilderness. Eventually, the house became little more than a footnote in the annals of local history, its enigmatic past fading into obscurity as newer generations spun tales of their own. The wilderness embraced its wayward creation, enveloping it in a nurturing embrace that seemed to heal the scars of its haunting legacy. In the end, the creepy house in the heart of the wilderness found its place as a testament to the resilience of nature, a silent guardian watching over the secrets of the past, its story forever entwined with the ebb and flow of the untamed world around it.